Hi, I'm Ibai, and this video is basically me about talking my trajectory in Geometry Dash, the infamous game of the jumping cube, although it's more of a square rather than a cube, but whatever. I will start talking a little bit about what is Geometry Dash, and then I will begin talking about my progression in a more or less chronological manner. Let's commence with what is Geometry Dash, shall we? Geometry Dash is an indie game made by the suite called Robert Topala, aka RobTop. This game was released in 13th of August 2013, almost 9 years ago. How does the player play this game? Well, you tap the screen in case of playing a mobile phone, or click the mouse in case of playing a PC, and the character, which I will call it Icon from now on, jumps. There are 7 game modes to master, one of them jumps, the other one flies, etc. In addition to some special portals, such as the speed portals, the side portals, the mirror portals, etc. The goal of this game is to beat the levels to 100% without dying, because if the icon crashes onto an obstacle, the player must start the level again from the beginning. And yes, apparently, this may be one of the hardest games out there. I discovered this game back in more or less 2013, but I didn't have an interest to the game since at the time I was playing mostly city building games, such as SimCity. But when I discovered that the game had a level editor, a place where the player can build his own levels, I quickly tried to pirate the game, since the level editor is only available on the paid version. I first downloaded the 1.8 version, when at the time the ongoing version was 1.9. I'm not fully sure, though. The first thing that I did in Geometry Dash was obviously to try making a level. I've never seen that level again as I lost it a long time ago. Then I tried to beat my first level. I don't remember it very well, but maybe my first level was Stereo Madness, the first level that comes with the game. I think it took me a while to beat it. A level that I remember I've beaten back then was Blast Processing, the 17th level. I remember that I beaten that level playing on a show rack. I was stood up in the living room, and the monitor, the keyboard and the mouse were on that show rack. That was my hardest level at the time. When I discovered some hacks, I tested some of the hacks because I was curious about that. I think the hack that I tested was the speed hack. It allows the player to play the game in a different speed, usually slower. When I saw the icon which is given when the player beats the 15th level, which is electrodynamics, I quickly fell in love with that icon, which I still use to this day. As at the time my skill level was quite low and electrodynamics is a pretty tough level, I hacked it just to get the icon. Well, that's me when I was a silly kid, sorry. Later, when my skills improved, I finally beat electrodynamics without hacks. That was around 2014-2015. In the night of 23rd of August 2015, when I was on a holiday, I dreamt that Geometry Dash Update 2.0 got released. But little did I know, the next day, 24th of August, the Update 2.0 was released. For real. I was so freaking hyped that, in that day, I tried to pirate the updated game on my tablet. The update added the 6th game mode, the 19th and 20th levels, Geometrical Dominator and Deadlock, respectively, some profile stuff, and most importantly, new and more advanced tools for the level editor. I created my YouTube channel on the 6th of October 2015 because I wanted to subscribe to other channels. My first video was a preview of a very old level of mine. In my opinion, that level is very ugly, with uncomfortable colors and with a very simple decoration, being over 4 minutes long. The next 3 videos were about a spin-off of the official game, Geometry Dash Meltdown, and the next 2 videos were about another 2 levels of mine. While I was making some crappy levels and videos, I was also playing some levels. In terms of difficulty, there is a classification by difficulty level. Those range from easy to normal to hard, harder, insane and demon. Later on, the demon difficulty is further subcategorized as easy demon, medium demon, hard demon, insane demon and extreme demon. On 27th of December 2015, I've beaten my first demon. It was a custom level called Platinum Adventure. This was the easy demon at the time, so I chose to beat that level. Obviously, it is an easy demon. After Platinum Adventure and in a way predicting the vehicle of the supposed 2.2 update, which to this day it's not released yet, the year 2016 started, and I began uploading more varied games, especially Dash Kill Path 2, Asphalt 8 and Hill Clean Racing, obviously while still uploading some Geometry Dash content. Just to throw something to this video, I also beat some demons such as the Nightmare, Speed Racer, and Crescendo, all of them being easy demons. Throughout the whole year, I stalled at 33 subscribers, but I didn't understand it because my videos were basically low quality mobile game videos of mobile games without any context. Will 2017 be a good year? Let's find out. After 7 months without uploading anything, as the new 2.1 update was published to the world, I tried to upload as fast as possible the brand new 21st level of Finger Dash. Yes, I beat the level, though I failed on the timing of the video. I've beaten some levels such as Master of the World, Harder Difficulty, Infinite Circles, and Easy Demon, whose creator commented in my video for some strange reason, and Theory of Everything 2, the 18th level from the base game, which is a demon. Then I got 50 subscribers and made a special video for that moment. Then I've beaten Deadlock, the third most difficult and last demon from the base game, also being the 20th level from the base game, and showcased one of my first layouts, Shining Eyes. After Shining Eyes, I made a video about the levels of another spin-off called Geometry Dash Sub-Zero. Nothing too fancy. Then, on 24th of December, I decided to make my first live stream ever, and it was too successful. Since I started live streaming, by the end of the year I got from 62 subscribers to 128. Wow. There are a lot of things to unpack from 2018. That year, my YouTube channel, which is focused on Geometry Dash, had a lot of activity since I was often live streaming. I also made videos about mostly the demons that I beat, and random stuff, such as 2 videos comparing Geometry Dash and Minecraft, or the only video about Roblox. In 2018, I've beaten a lot of demons, the Nostalgists, an easy demon, Lonely Travel, a 6 million log medium demon, 9 Circles, my first hard demon, 4 Second Neon, a medium demon where I made my biggest fluke, etc. And if you're wondering what is a fluke, it is basically having a low percentage record in a level, such as my 38%, my former record in 4 Second Neon, and then the player beats the level without dying after the previous low percentage record. When I began with Supersonic, it was rated as a hard demon, so I thought, why shouldn't I try this level? And in 13th of May 2018, after more than 14,000 attempts and a catastrophic death at the 98%, no! I've technically beaten my first insane demon while having only a hard demon, 9 Circles. GG! As I wrote in the video's description, this travel was long and hard, but finally I could reach the end. Thanks for your support. I think that this level gave me a boost in terms of raw skill. After Supersonic, I've beaten 2 more levels, the Final Lair, a medium demon, and Insanity, medium demon as well. Then I tried Future Funk, a pretty long 4-minute hard demon, and after 2 live streams, I fluked Future Funk from the 80%. Didn't I say that a fluke was not dying beyond a low percentage and not beyond a high percentage like 80%? Basically, because the 99% on Future Funk is a very heavy choke point, a section that is very easy to fail because of a sudden difficulty spike. I was one of the few people that fluked the ending before the creator of the level nerfed, aka making easier the ending. And as the cherry on the cake, I beat it in exactly 888 attempts. Yeah! In that summer, as I was on holidays in China, the activity in the channel was stagnated. Likewise, I passed some demons, such as El Zeko, Easy Demon, and the Robotic Rush. I also uploaded my part on a level, which was my best decoration at the time. And as a side note, I uploaded a couple of videos about another game called Osu, but whatever. After the summer holidays, I've beaten some medium and hard demons, Digit Machine, Hypnotic Travel, Jawbreaker, Botiti 2, Den Travel, Vairo, Verity, Breakthrough, and Deep Travel. Deep Trouble was another level that I failed at the last jump. Then, on Christmas holidays, I met an old, nowadays forgotten friend called Tropic Wood, who had around 5,000 subscribers at the time. He helped me to get from around 920 subscribers to over 1,000 subscribers. 2018 was my best year in terms of YouTube growth and activity, and one of the best in terms of getting skillful in Geometry Dash. While my activity in my channel was about to stagnate again, my skills in the game didn't stop yet. The first thing that I did in 2019 was to beat another insane demon, in this case a level called 8, which took me 7,000 attempts to beat it. I beat it when I just started a live stream, by the way. Then I verified a level for a friend called Blue Space, who nowadays has around 20,000 subscribers. It was one of the most successful live streams at the time. Then I beat the following hard and insane demons where I posted some edited theme videos: Fairy Dust, Dance Massacre, Windy Landscape, and Colorful Overnight.
¿Qué se lo pasa?
Pico atrás. A ver, que
Then after I left the channel for some months, I started practicing my first Extreme Demon, the top tier demon difficulty. And as an apology for the inactivity, I revealed my face in the first live stream of the Extreme Demon, which is Deception Dive. Deception Dive was my toughest level at the time because, although the beginning is pretty easy, the drop is pretty difficult. It took me more than 25,000 attempts to beat it, which was the most attempts I spent in a level at the time.
Ya está. Ya está.
Then 2019 ended and 2020, the famous year, started. One of the first things that I did in 2020 was to beat an insane demon, TM18, followed by Big Reaper, another insane demon, and my second extreme demon, Raindance, before starting with my new hardest level, Void Wave. Void Wave is a click-synced 4-minute long extreme demon, which currently is placed on the 146th place in the demon list, while Deception Dive, my previous hardest, fell to the legacy list beyond the top 150 a long time ago, being currently the 290th hardest level that was in the demon list. And yes, the demon list is the official list of the hardest demon levels, and my first submission was Deception Dive. Although at the start of the grind I made a lot of progress, after my first 96% I got stalled. Throughout the year I did more stuff, such as doing runs in a former top 1 demon, the Golden. I beat an extreme demon called Cataclysm and an insane demon called Leyak. I started with Bloodbath, and if I remember it well, I did beat Dark Travel, a 6-minute long insane demon. When 2021 started, I posted a preview of my level Shattered Galaxy, an 8-minute long sync-based top 1 extreme demon. Then I made my parts of my friend Burgada's level called Chronon, even knowing that my parts wouldn't appear in the final level, but the process was pretty joyful. After that, I started with Rage, a top 44 at the time, aiming to get a record in the demon list. Rage is a sync-based 58 seconds long extreme demon, where the player has to click very precisely and, depending on the part, pretty quickly. Oh, did I mention that it has a pretty weird gameplay? After doing a 59% on Rage, I left the level, as I was able to send a progress on the demon list, which was what I wanted. I also continued with Shattered Galaxy. I made progress in Rage and Void Wave again. I beat 2 insane demons called Poltergeist and Necropolis respectively. I did progress on Bloodbath, a 79%, and at the end of the year, I showcased the full preview of Shattered Galaxy, but only the layout of it. When I resumed with Void Wave, I repeated the 96% and failed twice in the 95%. But I didn't drop the level because I knew I could beat it. In the time I was with Void Wave, I finished the impossible version of Harumachi Clover, which is a level made by me. At the end, on 6th of March 2022, after more than 23,000 and a half attempts and a poll on a live stream, I finally beat Void Wave, becoming my new hardest level at the time.
¡Se acabó! Por fin. Después de 2 años. Ya está.
After Void Wave, I was thinking about beating another hardest level, as I had Rage pretty mechanized. In the April holidays, I was trying to make progress on the level, but as I was sleeping pretty badly, as in every day off, I couldn't focus very well on the level. Then, in 8th of May, I had an objectively bad fail at the 97%, exactly in the last jump, as I jumped it a bit too high.
¡No! ¡Hostia! ¡Let's go!
But I didn't find it too painful, because I knew I was about to beat it. And oh my god, I knew it! On 10th of May 2022, at 20 past 11 o'clock in the morning, after more than a year since starting with the level and more than 77,000 attempts, I finally am the first Spaniard and technically the first Chinese to beat Rage, which is, to date, a top 82 in the demo list. I'm very proud of this achievement.
¡Me lo he pasado! ¡Let's go! ¡Basen! Sabía que jugar a las 7:20 de la mañana iba a ser la clave. ¡Vamos!
As I presented here in this video, I started like 8 years ago playing this game without knowing that I would eventually become one of the best players in the whole Basque country. I spent the most time solely on this game since the update 1.8 to date, spending more than 5,600 hours only on Steam, but I purchased the game for PC, and surely a lot more hours in mobile and when I had the game pirated. Besides that, I am the first Spaniard to beat a current top 85 demon, so yeah, I feel pretty special in that regard. I got 171 demons and 8,512 stars today. I'm also progressing on Bloodbath, where recently I got a 78%. And when my fellow neighbor, who is the best in the city and neighborhood I live, moves to somewhere else, I might become the best in my city, and that is pretty cool. Thank you so much for getting so far to this section. I hope I will beat more levels and perhaps another hardest, who knows. Again, thank you so much for listening to my monologue. I hope you kinda enjoyed this video. My name is Ibai, aka BlueHeaven567, or formerly known as FatRat567, and we will see each other again. Agur benur eta jan yogur. 再见.